Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Ryan Lynch with the Lynch Real Estate Group here in Las Vegas. I want to talk a little bit about something that came up recently in my space. And it was a conversation that I was having with a loved one that is going to have a conversation with their child, their grown-up child, and that it was difficult. I didn't know how to have it. And it brought to mind a book that I recently read with a group of men. And we talked about it, a book club with men, go figure, right? And really digging into what's holding us back. In that men's group, we look at responsibility. We look at from a vulnerable space, who do we get to be in the world? Not only we're all leaders, we're leaders in our businesses, we're leaders in our community, we're leaders in our family. So how do we show up? It's authentic, that we still are able to share our in our space what's coming up for us, and clearing whatever we get to clear. So in this conversation, I thought of the book that I just read, that we just finished, called Crucial Conversations: Tools for Talking When the Stakes Are High. Tools for talking when the stakes are high. It could be in your business. It could be in your home. It could be in the political arena. Everything that is being created. How do you have those conversations and still feel like you're heard? Still feel like the other person is heard as well. So there were 7 steps in that book that they talk about when you're going to have those crucial conversations. Start with the heart. If I think of starting with the heart, I'm starting with vulnerability. I'm starting with, when I say softness, it's not a weakness. It is literally saying, okay, I'm gonna create something from this space, not from here. I haven't thought it all out. I haven't thought about like what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it. Am I right? Am I wrong? It's from the heart. Principle 2, learn to look. Learn to look. And so look around. Instead of just saying like that narrow, if I think of like how I think sometimes, it's like singular focused. It's like, that's it. This is what I know. This is what I've learned. And so looking around to other possibilities. Principle 3, make it safe. If I think of making it safe, like, if you've ever had a disagreement with your partner, your spouse, your friend, if you go in and they don't feel safe, that conversation is not going to be heard. There's not going to be resolution. It will be I'm right, you're wrong, you're right, I'm wrong. And so that energy of making it safe for the other person, making it safe for yourself too. If that's something you get to create in your mind of, okay, this is good, we're in a safe place. Sometimes those conversations don't need to happen right away either, if you don't feel that way. Okay, principle number 4, master your stories. Master your stories. So it doesn't mean that you're creating your story based on what you know or that you're manipulating, but you get to tell a story. You get to tell a story of what was created, how did that make you feel? And then listen, right? State your path. State your path is principle number 5. State your path is, this is what I would like to create. This is what I see it for us, for me, and then, explore others' path. There's no coincidence that when we're in these crucial conversations, we're in difficult conversations that could be charged, that it's not one-sided. And so for me, I get to remind myself of that I get to explore others' paths. So state your path, explore others' paths. And then the 7th one is move to action. Move to action. Okay, we get through the unearthing and exploring, and then what are we going to create and by when? And so in our household, we have a agreement that we have by wins. And that doesn't always happen, right? I'm probably the avoider by wins in my house. My wife is great about those, and she is clear with her intentions. I avoid. And so there's an avoidant and there's a pursuer in most relationships. And so I work on that. I work on being clear. I work on moving to action with by wins. And so, as you can tell, I haven't fully internalized this book, but I know that it's important. I know that it's coming up in my space. I know that more and more people that I encounter, that they're having these crucial conversations, or they're not. And so today, if you choose to have those, reflect before you go in there. Make it safe, right? Start with the heart. If you don't do all these steps, right, because I'm probably not doing that either, just know that if you start with those two, you're gonna have a little bit better conflict resolution. You're gonna create something with whoever you're in front of. So have a great day, and we'll be in touch soon.